From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Alert it, tag 53. Jumbo. Tag 53. Hey, go here.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
All right, boys, here we go.
Number 12, watch number 12. Single.
50.
Check.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And that is incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Tiny's on the Ringo.
Hey.
3 down.
Here's Harris. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Watch the curls.
Hey, go here.
Mike 51.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
Check safety.
Set. Lady. Double right.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. I'm coming for you, son.
Ready.
You go tight.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
3 down.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Set. Lady.
Hey, watch it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. Mixon hit, and oh, the ball is out. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here comes the seventh play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Give me radar.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, go here.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Ready.
Hey, let's go.
On first down, Stafford here. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Set. Lady.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
21.
Go.
Jumbo.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's third and short.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down.
Set. Yellow 20.
Eat. Gotta do better. Come on, Q.
Hey, give me radar.
To the air again, Stafford. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a first and 10 at the 18.
Set. Lady. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
We're rolling. Hurry.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some room at the 30. They can't tackle him. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. 46 yards on the ground. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. Here's Darnold. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mixon, and he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Zebra! You're set! The lady! 10. Hey, go here!
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Now Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, we got three.
Omaha, ready to move! Tag 53, ready!
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Bengals on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is going to be 3rd and 13. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
And now out comes Houston. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gun! Set! Blue 90!
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Ross on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Watch the motion.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check.
You're set.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
We're rolling.
Heavy. Watch the backfield.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
They're coming. Boom, all day. Woo!
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Hey, 4 down.
22.
Hey,
0.
58 to the right.
Hey, go here.
Hey, check.
Here's Stafford. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
0. Set. 250.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. In for the score. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Johnson, the intended target. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Set, lady.
Let's pick it up.
Go here.
Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
This is Harris. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Dumps it complete to Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. Now it's Darnold. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Darnold. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Gone. Three down. Motion, pop.
A final shot before the break, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Me.
Darnold on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Johnson. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. To throw on second down is Darnold. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They'll run here with Mixon. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Who's on 80? Hey, let's get this. Zero. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Hey, tag 32.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch 28.
Double right.
Squish, double. Check 9.
50.
Check 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
We got four down.
What are you hot?
From the 50, Stafford. And he's going to go down. down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Yeah, that's how we do, D. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 to the mic. Hey, defense.
10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey, 22. Hey.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Cincinnati. 49 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire...
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Hey, you got 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it left side to Johnson. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 50, it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 28-10. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
You're set. Blue 60.
Rush in.
Again, it's Mixon. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the run, it's Mixon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
We got 4. Hey, watch.
Go here.
Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Go here.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Hey, go here.
58 to Mike, 58.
Ready.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Detroit!
After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A first down throw, Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals have recovered it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Leopard!
They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Check your hot read.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Let's just give credit where it belongs. The defensive front has out-leveraged the offensive guys trying to block them. We often say low man wins in tough situations. That's exactly what's happened here. 3 straight runs, and they haven't been able to get into the end zone.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Gun, 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 gun.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Mike 51. Mike 51. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Again, it's Mixon. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
White 7.
51 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Once again, they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. As close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ready.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
32.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
32.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Boo, Landy.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
We got three, fellas.
Set. Blue 80.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
21.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got
Set. Blue 80.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, they're into the win column for the 3rd time this year as they get the victory here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Houston, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.